Hello and welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm of course the Lemon himself, Zeke Lamone, and this is my review with the latest Sony Marvel property, Morbius. Now look, I am generally a positive Pete when it comes to movies because I just enjoy watching movies. I love them all. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of them. I can usually find the good within everything. And I'm starting to build that reputation within these videos, which I am more than happy to have. With that being said, Morbius is a hot mess, but it's not horrible. So living up to the name, it's not horrible. This is a movie. If this would have came out in 2005, you know that time in 2005 where superhero movies were still trying to figure it out? And we had those two diamonds in the rough, which was Spider-Man and the X-Men movie, where we were like, we did it! We made two good ones! And then every other movie, we were like, I mean, that was alright. Like, you know, Ghost Rider. That was one where we were like, I mean, it was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't Spider-Man or X-Men, but, you know, it was good. We'll take what we can get. That's what this movie is. It's not to where superhero movies are now. It's just not. Jared Leto plays Michael Morbius, and he has a birth defect or sickness that is basically guaranteeing for him to die young, unless, you know, he finds a cure later on. He also has this friend named Milo. And they're just on the hunt for this cure this whole entire time. He's a scientist that works at Horizon. And, you know, there's a lady there, too, that he also really likes. I don't remember the character's name because the movie didn't really care that enough for me to really get invested in her. They just figured Jared Leto's hot and she's hot. They're totally going to hook up. That's basically what it is. Yeah, she's the love interest. This movie does the bare minimum with everything. Look, with me and Morbius, the most that I know him from is the 90s cartoon of Spider-Man. It's been a long time since I've seen it. And from what I understand is that he never had a birth defect where he was always sick. He was always just kind of a cocky scientist who was British, and he knew what to do. And then one of his projects went wrong, and that's how he became Morbius. And he gave in for a little bit, but he always fought like, no, that's not right. But I have such a thirst. This is not like that. He is trying to find a cure, and he's using himself as, you know, as the bait. I guess that's the word, to become it. And with that, it really falls flat for me in that aspect. Look, the character of Michael Morbius is pretty, it's fine. Again, this movie does the bare minimum. Like, he has a defect, feels sympathetic. He's a good guy. He's good with kids. He knows origami. Like, there's all these different things with him where it's like, all right, yeah, he's kind of cool. But the main thing is just that, you know, with these types of movies, well, you know, like, it's the anti-hero, and then you never lean into that. Like, they never really, truly leaned into that with Venom. They never truly leaned into that with Maleficent at the Disney movies, where they always like, all right, we're going to take a beloved villain, and we're going to make him good. And that's basically what they do. There's no line. The trailer straight up lied to us. Not just about, like, the line between good and evil. No, he's just good. Like, that's just what he is. And, you know, I just wish he struggled more with, you know, good people as opposed to, like, well, that guy's obviously bad, so we're okay with him killing him. I just wish, or like, he was okay with killing those bad people, but every good person he's able to, you know, resist. I just wish he would have gave in a little bit, and a couple of good people maybe got chopped off, just to see, you know, the progression, you know, like, you know, get freaking stakes in this freaking movie, because there is none, truly. So not only does the trailers lie about the line between good and evil, all the Spider-Man references are not in. Like, you don't see Oscorp at all. The only one you get somewhat of a tie-in to is the Daily Bugle newspaper from the Venom movies and from the Tobey Maguire movies. And then the after credit scenes, that's the only scenes with Michael Keaton in it. Michael Keaton's not in the movie at all. So it's just and that's where it becomes really a big mess. It's where the world building is. They never really focused on the movie itself. And also, this is that type of, if this movie was like a company and this movie was a worker there, this is the worker that's doing everything so fast and it's just not completing everything and it's kind of messed up. So you just kind of want to go to the worker and go, hey, slow down. That's all I really wanted to tell this movie was like, just slow down. Let stuff marinate. This is, I believe, is an hour 30 without the credits, and it's just go 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 go. Well, you just don't breathe. You're like, man, what's going on? Like, you really just like, what is happening? Like, besides Morbius, I cannot tell you one other thing about these dynamic relationships. Like, there's the chick that's or girl that he has a love interest with, and that's basically it. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna make up. They're gonna, kiss at some point. So, yeah, they're two attractive people. And then there's his friend. Well, like, yeah, we have this flashback scene. That's another thing. This movie starts at the end, and then it goes into more flashbacks, and I just don't like those aspects of storytelling. Those are just two story elements that I'm just not a huge fan of, where it starts at a certain point in the movie, and then it goes back, and then it jumps forward again, and then a flashback scene when they were younger. I'm just not a huge fan of those. Just try to explain within your dialogue as they're adults. It just makes the interactions between them more interesting, because I'm actually trying to figure them out. I was like, oh, that's Milo? Okay, they were friends as kids, so, okay, yeah, they're talking. And just it just didn't movie's not good. It's not good. It's not good. But it's not bad. It's not a train wreck. So within the lemon scale, Sour Lemon, it is a horrible movie, which only one movie has gotten that rating so far in 2022, which is Deep Water on Hulu. Expired Story About Lemonade is next, where it's bad, but there is some good elements to it. Store-bought Lemonade, where it's like, it's good, but there's still quite a bit bad of it, but it's not expired, so, hey, it's still pretty good. Lemonade, it's a good movie. There are problems within it, but hey, overall, it's a thumbs up. Then there's Freshly Squeezed Lemonade, which is, very, very good, very, very minor nitpicks. And then Strawberry Lemonade, 10 out of 10, because that is the best kind of lemonade. This movie is an expired store-bought lemonade. At the end of the day, there is more bad than there is good. I do like the fight scenes. I know a lot of critics are going to hate on it because it's basically full-on CGI, and people are like, well, the practical effects and practical fights in this industry is a lost art. To me, I mean, CGI is just safer for everyone, for the workers, for the studio and all that stuff, and for the actors. You can just really focus on getting a great actor and just use the computer. I like practical effects as much as everyone. I hate it when they use it on just his face. But when it was actual fights, I didn't mind the CGI, and it actually kind of looked artistic. I enjoyed the CGI fights. I just didn't enjoy the CGI face. Jared Leto does fine as Michael Morbius, but besides that, nothing else in this movie works. And it just makes it a hot mess, and it really makes it seem like Sony didn't even watch Spider-Man No Way Home or care to ask Kevin Feige what the notes are of the multiverse of Spider-Man No Way Home. If you see the after credits scene, you're going to get it. I'm dreading the phone call that I'm going to get from my sister when she sees the movie, because she calls me after every Marvel movie. So what does this mean? What does this mean? I'm just going to have to try my best to explain what is happening with this, because I fully don't really understand what's going on with this mystery, with this universe, Sonyverse either at this point. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Morbius. What did y'all think about it? Comment below and let me know. Did you have any expectations for this after they moved the date again? Where you're like, yeah, no, this movie's gonna be bad. That's kind of how I felt after they moved from January to April. I was like, okay, so no, this isn't just a pandemic issue. This movie is just in trouble at this point. If you like this video, give it a like. And hey, if you liked me, consider hitting that subscribe button, as I'm trying to grow into my YouTube career. The goal is to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so help out to reach our goal by hitting that subscribe button. And that'll be it for me, guys. I'll see you here next time at Lemon Studios.